What do y'all think Nanami's domain expansion would have done? Let's talk about it. All right, first of all, shout out to Gazantai who inspired this video. And for a little context, last week I put out a video where we talked all about Nanami and his full potential. So in response to that, Gazantai wanted to share what his domain expansion concept would be for Nanami. So let me run through this. And he says that his idea would be that when Nanami pops his domain, he would not only get the normal domain expansion stat boost, but additionally, he would be placed into his overtime cursed energy boost. And the sure hit of his domain would be that he can force a blow onto all sections of the body at his 7-to-3 ratio. However, he must visually select where that blow is going to land on his opponent, meaning he will need eyesight for them. But after he selects the region, he no longer needs to maintain that eyesight. And while in the domain, he can activate this sure hit whenever he wants, but with a slight cooldown. However, he can choose to withhold this and not use the sure hit effect. And so when he's fighting in the domain, if he hits a 7-3 ratio blow like on his own without using the sure hit, he'll activate a cursed energy multiplier onto himself and the sure hit, allowing him to build that up more and more to make a more and more powerful blow against more and more powerful opponents. And hitting a black flash at the 7-to-3 ratio while withholding the sure hit would automatically activate the technique at its absolute maximum multiplier. And once the maximum multiplier has been reached, either naturally or through the black flash, or the opponent dies, the domain would end. I think this is a really cool idea. It sounds like a video game, where you're trying to build up your combo as much as possible to unleash that devastating attack. And I think this is especially fun because, Nanami's technique at the end of the day, is a critical strike. And there's not really too many interesting ways to play with that concept. But I feel like you did a good job, especially because it's not just an instant win. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with the Omega powerful domains out there, but I just don't think they're as fun. I like to get creative with it, and I like the domains that do something unique, Hikari's or Higuruma's. Those are far more interesting to me than, say, Unlimited Void, right? So I think this also is just cool because it plays into Nanami's kind of whole disdain with, the normal 9-to-5 monotony. And yeah, he's fighting and hitting crits, but there's work that he has to do within the domain. He does have to build that up with repetition. So I think that kind of plays well thematically. So again, shout out to Gazuntai for the concept today, and y'all be sure to let me know any of your ideas for Nanami's domain expansion down below.